This is my first look at the Rochester. It is the next step up after the Baltimore class heavy cruisers. It was put in service in 1946. So let's check out the ship and the commander, who is Norman Scott. And I selected Norman Scott primarily because I have a maxed out. Base trait is directed impact. Cruiser main battery shell grouping is improved. And then for inspirations, I have Luchin's Gimlet, which improves the cruiser main battery AP shell damage. And then I have Yamamoto for right through, which also improves the cruiser's AP shell penetration multiplier. And then here for the skills, I have Beyond Range, which improves the cruiser main battery range, and then Igniter, which improves the chances of the cruiser's HE shells causing a fire. Punch Through improves the cruiser main battery AP shell damage and its penetration multiplier. And then we have Fixated, which improves the cruiser main battery shell grouping and its dispersion. And for the legendary skill, I have Refill Station, which improves the cruiser's main battery reload time by another 10%, and that really does help. Special effect is the cruiser main battery range is improved by 10%, and that is when you're within range of an allied ship, and maxed out here at 16.4, that range is 3.5 kilometers. So let's check out the upgrades that I have for the Rochester, and this is my first go around. This could change, but what I used to start out with was Aiming Systems Mod 1, which improves the dispersion of the main battery, and secondary battery firing range and dispersion is also improved. Then I went with Propulsion Mod 2, which cuts in half the time taken to reach full power while accelerating. And then for the third upgrade, I selected Target Acquisition System Mod 1, and it was simply because I had it already in stock, not because I think it's better than any one of these other items. So let me know what you think down below if I really need to change to Concealment System or Steering Gears Mod 3. And then the last upgrade is Fire Control System Mod 2, because I wanted to really see what the maximum battery range would be for the Rochester, even though I did have Main Battery Mod 3 in stock, which would help main battery reload time, but it also took a hit on the traverse speed, and the traverse speed was 30 seconds before any upgrades, so I thought that that might be rather slow. And the loadouts, you have your normal ammunition, high explosive shells, which we will get into in a bit, and the consumables is your normal damage control party. Duration is 5 seconds, reloads every 60 seconds, and those are unlimited. We have AA defensive fire here. Then we have sonar. Detectability for torpedoes is 3.1 kilometers. Ships is 4.4 kilometers. Duration is 96 seconds. Reloads every 180 seconds, and we have 2 of those. So here you can select between either the repair party or the smoke generator. I went with the repair party. I might probably will experiment with the smoke generator at a later time. I wasn't running any boosters, but that could change during a particular match. Ship comes with a Type 9 Premium Permanent Camouflage. Sea detectability and incoming fire dispersion is 4.5% respectively. And then the stats. Survivability hit points is 41,900. Armor is 16 to 203 millimeter. Torpedo damage reduction is non-existent. Artillery, you have 9 guns. Range is 18.6 kilometers with this build. Reloads every 10.8 seconds, which is awesome. Traverse time of the guns is 30 seconds, as we said. HE shell damage has a maximum of 2,800, 17% chance of setting fire. Armor-piercing shells have a maximum of 5725. And yeah, we're not going to talk much about the secondary armament. AA is rated at 92. There's not really a lot of guns, but it looks like that would clear the sky. Maneuverability, 33 knots, 750 meter turning circle radius, and rudder shift time is 10.5 seconds. Concealment detectability range by sea is 13.5 kilometers. Range by air is 8.9, and while you're firing into smoke is 9.1. And the armor, this looks like some pretty thin armor here. So I'm going to say you do not want to go out in the open water, and that is the same as the Baltimore. And the Baltimore can really dish it out, but as with all cruisers, pretty much if you go out in the open water, you'll pretty much get wiped out. Let's check out the Citadel nonetheless. And yeah, there is a lot of green armor down here, and 27 to 28 millimeter. Yeah, I'm going to say regardless of what this looks like, this is kind of above the water, it looks like, I think. In any event, you do not want to go broadside, and probably don't even want to be out in the open water in this thing, I would guess. And then the overview. Above average armor piercing shell penetration. That is awesome, and we're going to see that in the highlight. Riga takes an unfortunate big time risk against the Rochester there. And then we have increased smoke screen duration, extended smoke. So yeah, we probably will want to check out that smoke screen generator. And good concealment means the ship can get closer to enemies before being detected. So yeah, this was a first look, and we didn't do anything about either of those last two. We'll probably be messing around with those as the 2-week campaign goes on here. So then the Rochester is an Oregon City class heavy cruiser with more advanced AA weaponry and a different arrangement for her AA defenses as compared to her direct predecessors, the Baltimore class ships. Entered service in 1946, and there were 9 ships in the series. Alright, well that's it for the setup of the ship and the commander. Let's go out in a standard battle and check out a first look highlight. Alright everybody, here we go. It is the very first match into Rochester. I just set it up with Norman Scott since I have maxed out at 16.4. I'm not really sure if it's the right commander or not, but because he is maxed out, I'm going to give him a try. Let's check out the teams. A Benham of Friesland, a Boise, a Riga, Siegfried, Edinburgh, and okay, a couple Bismarck type battleships on the other team. Alright, hopefully this will be a good match. Gonna get closer to the island over here. Try to have a little bit of cover. And we're spotted already. That is not great. And yeah, Siegfried taking a shot at me right off the bat. That is awesome. Let's see what we can do here. Hopefully when we close up on the island, that will minimize his firing angle at me. And wow, pretty accurate, but no results there. Right, we have refill stations, so we're going to get some pretty good range. Let's see what we can do on the Tirpitz there. Yeah, auto aim was kind of wanky there for a while. Oh, we have HE loaded. I forgot about that. Maybe that's okay against the battleship. And now someone's hitting their radar. Probably the Edinburgh, I would guess. 20-kilometer range, that's awesome. Could probably do something with that. And their radar's gone already. Okay, let's see what the Tirpitz has. See if we can do something on the Tirpitz. Seems to reload pretty quick. Forgot to check the reload time here. Started a fire. Looks like 9-second reload, which is pretty good once you get all the upgrades going. And wow, that guy moved out of range. That is crazy. Actually, refill station went away, so that's why that happened. Not that the ship moved out of range, but we lost refill station, so... Alright, so let's see if we can maybe get some targeting on these guys. I'm gonna back up. Hopefully we can get over the island here. And okay, Colorado's coming around.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
He stopped. He's going back. Wow, these guys are just playing the big time island game here. Kind of like what I'm doing, I guess. Radar going. Hopefully whoever that is going to use up his radar charges. I guess it could be the Siegfried.
Requesting assistance.
Could be the Riga.
Acknowledged.
But yeah, short-lived radar. We can start some fires on the Bismarck.
Concentrate fire on the target.
And here comes this Riga. Let's change to armor piercing. Start another fire on the Bismarck.
We've been spotted. All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
Not much on the armor piercing there, and he wrecks us. Ooh, took him out on 4 citadel hits and a devastating strike. So there you go on the Rochester, I guess. Holy cow. That was awesome. Do not do that if you're in the Riga. Wow. All right, Edinburgh's gone. We just have one battleship left, and this is a great match. Opening match in the Rochester. Of course, we did not go in the open water and play around that way, but we definitely showed some of the devastating power of the Rochester against a broadside cruiser like that. That was great. I did hear this morning that a lot of players on day one of the update are playing broadside, and there you go. Alright, so let's go out here and play around, see what this guy can do. Should be winning the match with no problem. Let's see if we can do it. Oh, he gets taken out anyway. All right. All right, well, that is it for my first look at the Rochester. I didn't really take much of a risk in that battle. That is absolutely true. But, yeah, devastated opposing cruiser that was, well, he wanted to go broadside with us, and we showed him what that was all about. Let me know what you think down below. This is the Jaguar, and I'll see you on the high seas. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you like it.